In training in sports, our top 5 we finish 3 components, that is strength, endurance and speed. Now fourth one is flexibility. Flexibility is the range of movements of giants. Its ability to execute movements with greater range. It's affected by muscle length, joint structure, tendons and ligaments. An individual who has good flexibility can move his body joints through a full range of motion in work or in play. Every individual seems to be impressive while doing some activities. Flexibility is related to genetic factors as well as physical activity programs. Usually, tight joints prevent smooth and efficient movement. Flexibility is helpful in many ways, such as in preventing injuries, improving posture, reducing low back pain, maintaining healthy joints, and improving balance during making movements. Flexibility is useful while you're learning new skills in a new technique with greater movements. Flexibility is there in every sports like badminton, tennis, basketball and swimming in backstroke is more important for flexibility. While doing services in badminton and tennis, flexibility is more important for the athlete. Types of flexibilities. There are two types of flexibility. One is passive flexibility and active flexibility. No, passive flexibility, the ability to do the movements with greater distance with external help, is called passive flexibility. That's mean that you are taking the help of your partner or your co-athlete and stretching your muscles as much as you can in the greater range for a longer movement. That is called passive flexibility. If you compare passive flexibility and active flexibility, passive flexibility range of stretch is more than the active flexibility because of there is a partner stretching your muscles or joints. And passive flexibility is the foundation of active flexibility. Next, active flexibility. Active flexibility is ability to do the movements for longer distance without external help. That means that you are doing on your own. Example, in test and measurements, we did sit and reach test. This is a test for your back stretch. You stretch forward as much as you can for a longer distance. That is comes under active flexibility. Active flexibility, again, it's two types: static flexibility and dynamic flexibility. Static flexibility means athlete need to sit in static position for a longer duration, are able to sit for a static position. That means in every game or whichever the game, starting position is various for various sports. If we take running, there is three types of starts: elongate start, normal start and bunch and bullet starts. According to the athlete, which position he need to sit, that sitting is called a static flexibility. If he is able to sit in that position, he will sit in static position. Dynamic flexibility. Dynamic flexibility is needed for doing movements with greater distance when an individual in movement. In any activity, dynamic flexibility is more important. If you are doing serve in tennis, you need a flexible in your upper body to swing and coordinate with the ball and racket to serve the to opponent. That comes under dynamic flexibility. In same to badminton, or while doing the swimming, or while doing the basketball shooting, everything there is a dynamic flexibility. Static and dynamic flexibilities are important for every sportsman in every game. Before going for flexibilities, every sportsman should understand that they should do the warm-up exercise well before. Warm up, warm up your muscles and stretch, warm up your tendons and joints. Then only you go for a flexibility exercises. Methods to improve flexibility. There are again four types of methods. First one, Balastic method. Balastic method in the sense if you are doing a Padhastasana, that's mean that you are standing and bend forward, bend your upper body, touch your palms to the ground without bending your knees. If you're able to do, you can do it. But if you're not able to do, what the people do is they need to swing and touch their hands to the ground. They try to touch the ground by swinging your upper body. They need to try to catch the toes by swinging their upper body. The swinging in a motion is called a ballistic method. In ballistic method is banned in sports and stretching movements. Actually, it's a one type of method, but if this is a band now, we are not doing ballistic method. There is no bouncy movements in any stretching nowadays. So ballistic method is one type of method, but we are not using in this training methods. Second stretching method is static stretching method. Starting stretching method involves gradually easing into the stretch position and holding the position for a longer moment. The amount of time static stretch is held depends on one purpose. Starting stretching method usually we do for cool down exercise. Whichever the activity you do that for cooling down for a 10 seconds. Paschimottanasana is the best example for a stretching. Rising, sitting, sit and stretch your legs and touch your toes with your hands and try to touch your head to the knees is Paschimottanasana. If you're not able to if you're not able to touch your head to the knees, you go for a swing. That swing comes under again ballistic method. You should not swing. You should just hold your toes and maintain the stretching. How much for the range of 10 seconds if it is a cool down exercise. If you go for a stretch in flexibility improving of flexibility, you need to wait for 30 seconds. That is under static stretchability. Again static stretching is two types. One is for cool down and again for improving of flexibility. If you are trying to improve your flexibility, it is for 30 seconds. If you are doing for cooling down after the skill after the game, it is for only for 10 seconds. And here you are not doing any bouncy movements. Next one is dynamic stretching method. Dynamic stretching consists of controlled leg and arm swings. Leg and arm swings may be a rotations, a ankle rotation, wrist rotation, shoulder rotation to improve or get the exercise for ligament and tendons and joints to do the skill in accurate manner. We'll do dynamic stretching methods. For this exercise maybe in slow rotation, go for a then high rotation. Start with the slow rotation and then improve the rotations and improve the speed of the rotations to activate ligaments and tendons of your joint. And fourth one is proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation technique. That's we call it as a PNF. The technique or method is used by advanced sports person for gaining a flexibility. PNF involves the use of muscle contraction before the stretch in an attempt to achieve maximum muscle relaxation. This technique is usually used for gymnastics, rhythmical activities. Those are doing rhythmical activities like skating, um, dance, and ribbon exercise for a gymnastic, and horizontal bars, Roman rings, because they need a more flexibility in their legs. For that purpose, we'll use this PNF technique by using a elastic ribbon or the partner. They will stretch their muscles as much as they can to go for a greater extensions of muscles and ligament and tendons. Process of doing a PNF stretching is you move into the stretch position so that you may feel the stretch. Your partner hold the limbs in the stretched position and it for a 6 to 10 seconds and then relax. Your partner then moves the limb further into a stretch until you feel the stretch sensation. Then again go back to the normal position and repeat the stretching for repeated ways 2 to 3 times or 3 to 4 times according to the flexibility of the athlete. You do remember when you're doing flexibility exercise, warm up is necessary for all the joints. The flexibility is different for different activities. If you are doing a particular activity, you should do for particular muscles for flexibility exercise. You should remember the range of flexibility is depends on athlete. You should not stretch more so that you will get the stretch in tendons and ligament. It may be cause for injury. So before doing a over exercise, dynamic stretches, you guide the partner to how much he can stretch that much how much he can able to do it. That's the more important thing in flexibility. If you do it in a moment of speed, it may be cause for your muscles and ligaments and tendons. It may injure your joints. So better you need to cooperate along with understand between the partners and stretching athlete and stretch the muscles comfortably according to their flexibility according to their range, and do the repetitions so that stretching will be increased in particular joints. This is about flexibility. Tomorrow we will learn about coordinative abilities. Thank you.